Welcome back to KSP2 Probes Are Us, where we won't let a Kerbal look like this, because they just stay on the ground. In this episode, we'll be putting 3 relays in synchronous orbit of Minmus. So you want to kind of line it up, like, because it's on a tilt, the orbit of Minmus with the orbit of the Kerbal, which I used them on. And I was like, yeah, it's about right there. And then you time them around till the KSC's about where you thought that was at. And then you can kind of just fly north at it as well as you can of a 6-degree angle. And you come out relatively better in the plane of Minmus when you get there. And we lift off the pad. Away we go. What a beautiful view. The graphics are pretty amazing in KSP2. It looks like we're coming up to booster separation. And the Kerbal calls out, okay. At least that's what it sounds like to me. And then we're gonna have a bug. Poof, what was that? An active crash. Default name 7 is on a crash. What? Yeah, one of our relays, the top one, it just broke off. I don't know if it was a coupler overheated, what? Because apparently fairings, they don't really stop drag at the moment, and it doesn't stop heating either. They're kind of pointless and worthless. And see, there it goes, floating away. And there's something great too later here in a second. We deploy the fairing. And I had the lights, and the lights come on that little one that's floating away too. Like it's still attached to the craft though. How'd that work? So we made our orbit. We're going to detach the main booster. Set up a maneuver. We're like, yep, we have enough Delta V. Shoot out there, and then kind of cheat our orbit because it screwed us out of one of our relays. Here's our burn to head out to Minmus, which we're on that. We didn't quite hit the 6th degree, but we're pretty close. So we didn't have to make a mid-course correction. And we just burn and time warp because it's a long burn. We're getting there, slow up. Ease on time warp, slow down the speed. And intersect. There we go, 297. And we have an orbit, which is good enough for the mission, contract, whatever it is now. And we'll deploy off our first satellite here in a second. First we gotta unfold the solar panels and the antennas, of course. Yeah, so we used the Meyer Webb resonant orbit calculator to figure out my orbit here, what I wanted. We missed it a little bit. We were going for a periapsis of 357, 941, and an apoapsis of 534, 657.9. We got pretty close. And if you want, you can fine tune it right down in there. And that's a synchronous orbit around Minmus. This thing's pretty cool to tell you like how you want to do it, or if you want to go the other way. But it's kind of easier to get your periapsis, and then you pull your orbit in, save you some Delta V, pull the orbit into the bigger number, and then light your relays. You know, do the final maneuvering. And there it is. But somehow it ended up 3/4 of the way around. it should only be, or 2/3, it should only be a third around. And this one didn't really want to deploy. So we do the time warp trick. And the decoupler stuck to it. So that looks a little silly. But as we tune that down into that circular orbit, and then we got a time warp by, and hey, there goes by one of them, because we're 2/3 and 1/3, so now we gotta get to where this one can be in its right spot. Ditch that little one, and then this one, it managed to keep the whole beam rig and everything attached to it. That's kind of neat. Wasn't really expecting that. Extra. But this whole thing's about extra. We only needed to put one satellite in orbit of Minmus to do the contract, and we were like, nope, we're going to put 3 in the Cygnus orbit so we can have a relay system. Because why not? There it is. Triangular, of course, there isn't the little lines like KSP1 yet, so you don't get to see the cool little triangular thing that they do. And then let's deorbit our booster and crash it into the surface. And then we'll go to mission control, collect our science, and be on to the next episode. So here's the final burn down. And there's our crash course. Let's just watch it float in cinematically. There's gonna be something very, very sweet coming up here in a second. There it is, the curve and rise over Minmus. Then as we get closer, it sets back under again. Because of course we're going down, down, in the blaze of Minmus' glory. The music in KSP is the greatest part of the whole game, I think. KSP1 mods can make the visuals look good, but the music and the explosions are pretty amazing too. They went all out on that. There you go, bad signal. Picked up static. Holy smokes, director. Flawless. She doesn't even say anything stupid this time either. Licensing the footage. And the floor to ceiling television installed in the break room. Oh yeah, sorry. The leads, the mission control. The first message, it said, welcome, younger siblings. Us. We're the younger siblings. Do you understand the gravity of this discovery? Proof that there's advanced civilization beyond Kerbin. The household will find another monument. Oh, let's call monuments. And then 400 science. Cha-ching. Thanks, science. And then we get the Minmus monument. So we gotta fly there. They want the little chonker to land 200 tons on Minmus. We might have to try that. And then a geostationary orbit around Kerbin. Which, hey, we just did geostationary around Minmus, so 3 more relays gonna go geostationary around Kerbin as well. Yeah, this little chonker thing, they want you to land 200 tons. Or over 200 tons. And it's only 35 science. It's really not worth it. But why not? So we can't spacewalk. We can't plant flags. We don't have rover parts yet. And we're not ready to escape Kerbin. So, Gear Stationary 300 science, so we'll be doing that probably next. And then we'll head for the Minmus Monument. But until then, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Hey. You. Yeah, you. Why are you still here? The video's over. Maybe watch one of these other videos that YouTube thinks you should watch. Or my last video. Yeah, this one's done. But thank you for watching till the very end. That's pretty great of you. Thanks. Hit the like button while you're at it. Bye again.